Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Note that this is the final that allows closure to the Freedom Writers book, despite that the majority of you guys have not maybe read that. But with this COVID lockdown, I have allowed you to also have a point of view through the Freedom Writers movie. Hope you're all well and getting fresh air and sunshine now that spring is here. And the essay that you're going to write allows you to develop the plot development and themes that have been emphasized in the first semester of the book, the freshman year. The essay is merely a combination of the 8 sentences that have been provided you the opportunity to write a thesis and a what did you learn statement at the end of the 8 sentences provided. Here again, I'm more interested in what you are entertaining yourself and your mind doing these days. If you access the Read 180 online literature, you're good to go. Last week, a student inquired whether she would be in the Read 180 course next year as a sophomore, and my response has always been, read, 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 and you will know that it is so when you hit the 1300 mark on your Lexile level. That's your exit points. Do not be discouraged, as your effort will take you to enrich your mental mindset for other interests you can develop when taking electives. So it's worth working at. This is the storyboard of perfect sentences that I've contrived for you to use or to design your own. The fragments have been constructed into the who, when, where, what, how, and why. The operative verb is placed at the what, although there are probably 3 or 4 verbs per sentence or fragment, that boost the descriptions and plot development and theme and personal perceptions are always allowed. You put the order of the fragment or the phrase of the 6 W's in the order that you think is the most smooth. And then you obtain a Word document program depending on if you have a PC or a Mac. So this would be something you would perhaps find frustrating if you don't have a PC or Mac to do on your phone, but it can be done. You guys are best at determining how to adapt to this new learning set that we're now experiencing. Here are the main characters. If you would prefer to write a character analysis of each character instead of the 8 perfect sentences, that's fine. You must write 3 sentences per character. The first sentence should describe their circumstance or how they came to be in Miss Gruel's English class. The second sentence describes how they interact with the other students around them. And the third sentence tells whether they stayed the same throughout the story, and that's called a static character, or whether they changed. The introduction sentence names the characters and that you intend to write a character analysis. The conclusion will be what did you learn or not from reading the book or watching the movie. Critical analysis can state, I didn't learn anything that I didn't know because I lived this kind of thing. I'm not sure how you want to do that, but it's your ideas and I want you to have fun. Okay, so here is Scene 5, you don't know me, discuss Nazi infiltration, have verbal war, debate, and then I transposed all that to the left side of the slide. Then you have Scene 6, which is the line game, and they raise their hands to disclose that they don't know what the Holocaust is, and so she has to change the classroom climate, and it's a real teacher reality check for her. So she recognizes that there's no support that's coming from the administration for teachers in the book region. They always get substandard stuff, and that's not true at the Bureau of Indian Education. Okay, so it's these kids that experience that. Scene 8, how many know someone in jail or killed by violence? And on the left, I've taken that information and put it into who, when, where, what, how, why. And this is for your information. If you wish to write it your way, the underlined sentences give you sort of the high point to some of the other stuff that is being disclosed in the 4 sentences included this week, and then the 4 sentences that were last week. So have a good time, guys.